Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size.
Yo. What's goody, peoples? What's goody? Oh, let me get the numbers.
Hey. You here?
Yeah. Boom.
Noah? You here? You gotta say what's up?
What's up?
No, look at the camera.
What's up? Why can't I see anything? Like, why can't I see what you do? Why can't I see what you're doing at the camera?
You just look at us. You can just look at us, right?
I don't feel like looking at it.
Yeah, Joe, you're gonna be able to put the numbers that Joey sent, right, on the screen?
No.
All right.
Why would I put that on the screen?
So we could see, but all right, whatever.
All right.
Shorty, I can take you there.
All right.
¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Todo el mundo.
Yeah, Noah's on. He's playing the Nintendo Switch.
No, the producer.
There I go.
No, the
Producer Noah. Woo!
What's goody, man? Everybody in the club getting tips.
Word.
Everybody in the club getting tips.
What's that? Okay. I think it's been a little while. What's good, guys?
It's been a long time.
What up, Liam?
Should have left you.
You put it on Instagram?
Without a dope beat. I put it on the story.
Okay. Did you tag me?
I did not.
I can share it.
I shared it though on mine. Without a dope beat, step two, step two, step two, step two.
I can't share it.
I don't think I ever tried that, XB. Oh shit, what the? This is metaverse music?
You keep sleeping on music, bro.
PinstripeStrong metaverse.
Keep sleeping on music, bro.
PinstripeStrong universe.
How fire is this?
Galaxy. Thanos.
That's it. Got the PSG sweater on that I'm about to fucking take off, bro.
What you got? No, it look good.
Good, but it's hot as fuck.
It is. PinstripeStrong gang, B. Let's go. PSG, we got the new snapbacks. You know what I mean? Black snapbacks. The extra viejo always hit. All right, bud.
disconnected, I guess. Talk, Chris.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-mm. I'm not sure where that audio is coming from.
You can hear us.
No, you can't. Hello. Yeah, they're hearing something else.
What happened?
They were hearing something else.
They're hearing something else?
Yeah. Like the audio is coming from a different spot, is what I'm saying. I'm not sure what happened. One second, guys.
Shake up your winter routine. Stop by Starbucks and try an iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso with shots of espresso and just right sweetness, shaken with ice and topped with oat milk. It might become your new favorite. Order ahead with the Starbucks app.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Manicure spot needs an extra pair of hands.
And book clients for.
Testing. 4, 5,
Sell
6,
content to
7.
people who like. Or
The Knicks were up 20 at the half and
Squarespace
lost.
is everything you need to sell anything.
Lakers.
Use offer code Spotify for 10% off your Squarespace website.
They said that they hear me. Jamal said what's going on. Testing 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6. They lost to the GOAT. Whatever, yo.
Let's see.
The GOAT's about to leave LA.
All right.
Sounds like
All right. Here we go.
Sounds like the weekend should be on this.
Woo! What it do, Chris? Make sure you put yourself in the camera, Chris, because you're kind of like to the side. Yes, there you go. There you go, guys. Finally.
The
We're
Rock.
up.
Yeah.
You guys, let's take a look at Noah there in the little corner, the little producer corner. He's producing his stuff. Say hi, Noah. Wave. Okay.
The little screen.
All right, good. All right. Guys, it is time for the PinstripeStrong podcast. It is February 6th of 2022, and we are the PinstripeStrong podcast, and we still don't have a CBA. I am sick and tired of this shit. I really am. We need to get this done. I'm tired of hearing, one side or the other. I don't want to hear about mediation. I don't want to hear about nothing. Get it done. And we'll talk about that.
That's it.
Maybe some news and what's the vibe in Yankee land. Some
Stuff.
new rumors, which is fine and welcome. I welcome everybody that's in the chat. Everybody is here. Happy Sunday to all of you guys.
Happy Sunday.
Week before the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
maybe we'll talk about some live in-game betting too, because it might ruin my life. But let's see what happens. We'll talk about that for sure. And whatever's on Chris's mind, because I still.
And more.
Why more? Oh no, yes, and more on the PinstripeStrong podcast.
Let's do it.
What do you want to do it? Oh,
Let's.
make sure you don't spill that water, Noah. Hey, here we go. Hey,
Oh my God.
hey, hey.
Oh my God.
What you gonna do? Coming for you. Been a while. It's been a while.
Let's get
Hey,
And
what
we
it
back.
do?
And we back.
Yes,
While since we seen Christian.
yes. After a week off, because I wanted to give some time for maybe MLB to figure it out, and for MLB to say, hey, let's get this done, or you know what, a week's not enough. And it looks like we're about to start late, and it looks like spring training is not about to start on time, which sucks. And it is what it is, I guess. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's just it's getting frustrated, just going on the socials and just seeing the same thing over and over. These guys going back and forth. With no resolution, man, and the ones that are hurting the most are the fans, because we want to talk about what to expect, coming into the season, and who we gonna sign, and we can even talk about that because we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I mean, rumors are cool, we'll talk about what John Heyman tweeted out, but it's just frustrating, B. It's just frustrating, and it's more frustrating because we have a podcast and we want to talk about new shit, but how about you, man? How you feeling?
It's cool. I mean, it's some cool stuff going on. Jomboymedia wise, things are going great. You know, and we're doing the gaming stuff, which is dope. And
JM Gaming, follow JM Gaming.
Facts, follow JM Gaming. I finally got the hats redone. The PinstripeStrong hats are out. They're not out in the store, but I did get somebody to do them for me really nice. So
we'll be in the store soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do something like that. I'm still working on that. There's only but so much off-season stuff you can really take, you know, like all of the off-season stuff where, you know, this person's working out or this person's hugging a baby or, you know, whatever it is. It's like, that's cool. Like, but, you know, are we getting closer to pitchers and catchers reporting? I know we're getting closer to the date, but we're already waiting for Rob Manfred to come on and say, hey, we're not starting on time. But I don't know. And let's start there, right? Because the CBA is something that we wanted to talk about.
Right.
And the CBA is like the main topic here. And without that, we have no baseball. So, you know, we'll figure out what we'll do. But maybe this will turn into a music podcast.
PinstripeStrong jams.
Yeah. But it just seems like the overarching spirit is kind of finger pointing. Right. Like, hey, no, we're not getting it done because of this guy. And then the other side is saying, we're not getting it done because of this guy. And it's nauseating to me. It's just annoying.
As a fan watching this is like, yeah, it's really tiring. The whole mediator thing that came out, how the MLB wanted to add a mediator. MLBPA said, nah, we're not doing that. You know, we're trying to get this done, and like you said, they're pointing fingers, and it's like, bro, we don't care about none of that as fans. We just want you guys to get it the fuck done,
bro,
so we can move forward. I don't even want to talk about this shit because it's like there's nothing to talk about. There's no progression to this whole situation. So
as Keith would say, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Right.
Or, well, I'm gonna say on my leg because I'm not gonna say my head. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. The fact of the matter is that time period from Thanksgiving till the new year or whenever you guys met again, you guys had all that time to figure it out. And you didn't even talk. You wanted to take an extended vacation or whatever the hell you wanted. You didn't even talk. So don't tell me, we're just doing this to try to start this on time. Bullshit, bro. You could have talked about the CBA, you know, last year during that time. Do you really need like a whole month and a half of vacation for those holidays? You don't. Because normal people don't get that time. They only get like Christmas Eve if you're lucky at your job and Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and some people just get, you know, Thanksgiving and they have to work Black Friday. Most average people, you know what I mean?
That was me.
You know, just telling you. But, and the sentiment is like, yo, you guys had a chance to get it done around that time or talk about core topics so that right now we would have been further along in the process, and you're not. So what's the excuse? Or how about during that extra time that we had off during COVID, you had all that time to also work on maybe the easier topics to get that done? Let's think ahead of time. Right. You know, the CBA is coming up and nothing gets done. Chris, is there any excuse for that stuff to not get done?
It's irresponsible, man. It's irresponsible. You know, and again, the ones that are hurting are the fans, because there was a long period of time that we wasn't hearing shit. And then you come back and it's like, yeah, we're going to meet. They meet and it's like, all right, we're not going to meet until like another 2 weeks or another week or whatever. And it's like, bro, we need you guys to get together and work on this shit so we could get baseball going. And I'm pretty sure the players want it too. And
then MLB is saying, yo, we got to counter. You know what? We're going to counter propose. We're going to give you a counter proposal. And then they're going to say, you know what? We decided not to.
We decided not to.
But why? Okay? Don't we want to do this?
Bro,
whatever.
And then they, you know, and again, and it's always some bullshit, man. Yo, Manfred's the worst thing that happened to this fucking sport.
But at the same time, the players got to be realistic too.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
Because, you know, there's both sides to this coin. Let's not only say, it's only the owner. It's both sides, bro, because the players are trying to make up for what they lost back in 2016 and you guys gave that up, bro. You guys gave it up, and you can't try to get it all back and more in the next, in this CBA here. It's just, that's not going to happen, bro.
It's not going to work out.
It's all incremental. And then, Chris and I in our previous job, well,
my current job, your previous
current job, my previous job, we were union workers, right? So it's like, we know the whole thing. I've been through a strike at my job.
Yep.
It's, I don't want to say it's worse. It is worse than the players, because right now the players weren't supposed to be getting paid anyway. Mm-hmm. When we had a strike, we weren't getting paid at my job
at all.
We just had to strike. And there's no there's no back pay that you get. Mm-hmm. There's players get paid in season, and unless they start losing, missing games, that's the only way that that'll be affected.
Ben Simmons,
right? But yeah, so I mean that's basically the issue with that. I wanted to make sure I started with that because it's I understand the process of why you need to negotiate a contract. But I also understand that there's two sides to the coin, and then now they're going to try to play. They stayed out of the public, out of the media. They stayed out of it until now. Now they're trying to play the public ploy and say, "Hey, we want to do mediation." Bro,
yeah, the media.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem, and we'll look at the average person will look at mediation, Chris. Mm-hmm. And they'll say, why wouldn't you want to meet in the middle? Why wouldn't you want to just figure it out? Why are the players declining it? You see, they're greedy.
Yes.
The problem is where your starting point is, right? So, if you, the owners, are saying, hey, you know what, we're starting over here, but it's so far on your side, and the players are over here on this side, the mediator's going to try to meet in the middle, and it's still kind of not going to be fair for the players. Right. The owners will still be winning because of what their starting point that the owners probably understood. I feel like I'm saying the word owners fucking much.
Didn't you mention something about, and I know in the chat we were talking about it, you mentioned something about 110 million and 10 million?
Yeah, so they started at $110 million, for example, on one side, on the player side, that's what they requested. And then the owners were like, oh, you know what? We're going to counter with 10 million. It's like, so you look at the middle.
That's not even the middle.
You look at the middle point, and then the players are like, yo, guys, this is still nowhere near close to what we're doing. If you're saying, hey, you know what? It's 70. The owners are saying 60. Mm-hmm. And then the players are saying, you know what? 110 or whatever it is, or 100 or 105 or whatever it is. You meet in a million, you meet in the middle, fine. Okay, maybe 90, 95, 92, whatever it is. That doesn't seem like a fair middle ground. It just seems like,
Just get it done, man.
This is my least favorite part of MLB. My least favorite part of MLB is this, which is this whole negotiating thing.
Yeah.
The COVID stuff from
2020.
From 2020 was nauseating, how they couldn't figure it out, and let's do 100 games, let's do 60 games, and let's do this, and extra player. It's it's so annoying. Let's just get some games.
Just get it done, man.
Get it done. Congratulations to Colombia beating La República Dominicana in
Colombia. Shout out to Colombia.
En la Serie de Caribe. So
shout out, man. That's their first one.
That's their first one ever.
First one, man.
First one ever, and that was actually fun. It actually, I loved watching the Winter League, and you know what? Aplauso pues a gente.
Aplauso. You got the pub celebration. Also, quick congrats to Aaron Hicks.
Yes, congrats to Hicks. Looks like Hicks is having another baby.
A baby boy, I think, because I've seen a lot of blue balloons.
Always having more babies and more babies.
You gotta ask Hicks. Hicks, that's a good question.
It's fun to have babies. It's not good to maintain them.
Daddy, chill.
Congrats to Hicks, man.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that also came out for the Hall of Fame. I don't think we didn't get to touch on this. David Ortiz.
Whatever. Congrats to David Ortiz.
Yeah, David Ortiz, man.
Congrats to David Ortiz for getting into the Hall of Fame. You guys are awesome. So, ya tú sabes de lo mío. This is a little bit for.
That's not. We need like.
No, I'll give it to you.
Kulikitaka. We need kulikitaka.
Oh, you know what? We'll do something like this. We'll do something quick. Something quick.
That's not.
I'll do it. I'm doing that. Sorry, but that's the beat that I'm doing.
I mean, as long as you don't play Pinta, man, we good. But
what are you talking about? This?
I mean,
Píntame, le dije al pintor.
I hate that.
Perfect
song, man.
I love it.
I hate that song.
I
mean, we're not gonna get into the whole Bonds and Clemens thing, but
I will say that.
Daddy, could I press a button?
I will say that you cannot tell me that the Hall of Fame, all of this, holier than thou shit, and you have, we're not going to have people that cheated in the Hall, and you have Gaylord Perry, who actually doctored the baseball to get his ass into the Hall of Fame. Hello, what are we doing here? And you have other people, probably, there's probably existing PED users in the Hall already, and then you want to, other people tested positive as well. Well, we won't talk about that, but
it's so stupid and hypocritical.
Yeah, but you're gonna tell me these guys, Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds, are good enough to get your votes to get the MVP and to get the Cy Youngs, but they're not good enough to get your vote to get into the Hall of Fame. Aha!
Mandark.
Make it make sense, please.
It doesn't make any sense.
The fact that A-Rod only got 35% is a joke. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose should be in the Hall
You're
of Fame.
kind of allowing betting on baseball now.
It's I'm saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. But Bonds and Clemens, they can't be voted in anymore, right? It's 10-year mark.
They're done off of this ballot, so now they can go to a veterans committee and whatever.
We're talking about like for Bonds to sign a contract with the Giants and then retire again to restart.
That'll restart his whole thing.
But yeah, man, congrats to David Ortiz, and also congrats to Beltran, Carlos Beltran. He was hired. By the Yes Network.
We didn't.
I don't think we touched on that.
I think we did last week.
If we did, well, I mean, there you go. Good stuff. 36.
Beltran.
They rejected Joe. They didn't like that idea. But other than that, in terms of any Yankee news, John Heyman. Let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Fuck it. John Heyman tweeted out that the Yankees are interested in Freddie Krueger Freeman.
We're not
doing that.
We're not calling him Freddie Krueger.
Everybody's nightmare.
I mean, that's all right. But.
I mean, we kind of talked about it, but it was like a dream. I get it, nightmare, dream.
I could call him Freeway Freeman.
Freeway, got the Bronx on smash.
Got the clock in your area.
Let's go. Pause. No Limit, New Jersey. Freddie got fingered. Freeman.
Hey, whoa! What's going on?
That's the Tom Green movie. Freddie got fingered. Shout out to Tom Green. But yeah, man. I mean, I would hope that they were interested in somebody like Freddie Freeman. World Series. Was it World Series MVP? Freddie Freeman. I don't know, but World Series champion. 32 years old. Gold Glove first baseman, of course. Lefty bat. You know what I mean? Joey Stats posted some numbers, you know what I mean? Because other first baseman connected to the Yankees, of course, Luke Voigt is the current Yankee first baseman.
Yes.
Rizzo also was a current Yankee first baseman, now a free agent. And, of course, Matt Olson with Oakland as a trading candidate because they're basically cleaning house over there. So...
But apparently the Yankees didn't want to part with, they could have gotten that deal done. All right, the Yankees have the tools to get that deal done with Matt Olson. But the Yankees are like, we're not parting with Peraza.
Peraza and?
Well, Peraza or Volpe. Like, they weren't partying with those guys. The Yankees like to also have their cake and eat it, too. When it comes to prospects, they want to hug and also, whatever. I mean, if you really think about it, what prospect have they really traded away that has really, like, blown up in another organization and done really well? I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat. I don't know who they traded away that you feel like. I mean, Caprillion?
Caprilion's pretty good, man.
Caprillion now it's like he had a good season in my opinion.
I mean, Mateo's been bouncing around, but he was, he had a little spark over there in San Diego or Santiago.
Peace to Mateo. Like Tony Mateo sniffing yo. That's crazy, plus.
Peace to Mateo. Move the chart a little bit. Let's see what the chat is saying. Maybe they know somebody else that we don't know. I don't recall.
Shane Green. I don't know. Yeah, he was good. Good reliever. I don't know if we put him in the prospect class. Was he prospect?
I mean, we traded him for Didi. I mean, that's a solid trade.
Yeah.
So, we were talking. We had we got together. We were having a conversation with Jimmy and Jake.
About what?
Shout out to Jimmy and Jake. About who would you have at shortstop? Obviously, first baseman.
Whoa, hold on. Before we get into that, let's finish talking this first baseman.
No, because we were talking about Didi. But, yeah, first baseman, let's get this done. So, Joey Stats, shout out to Joey Stats for providing some numbers on first baseman candidates, current first baseman, potential first baseman.
Yeah, I mean,
and
obviously
numbers.
You would love Freddie Freeman, bro, because he's the beast. He is a beast.
And he's a lefty.
He's a lefty, would play great in Yankee Stadium. He's a good guy, family guy. He looks like he fits like that Yankee
mold.
Like that mold. Great word.
Thank you. And he's already mad cool with Aaron Judge. They stood on first base.
Yeah. He looks like a guy that has fun on the baseball field. Not that I'm saying that these other guys don't, but he looks like a good clubhouse guy. Now it's gonna take a lot to pry him away from Atlanta.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm sure that some people on the Mansplain podcast will not be happy about that
at all.
Ashland.
But y'all won already, yo. Y'all won. It's like LeBron in Cleveland.
Bro, she doesn't.
I won the champ. I got you the championship. I'm out. I'm gonna go get my money and go win in the Bronx.
Nah, pay that, man.
But what would you? How many years? 5, 6 years?
It's obviously going to have to be more than what Atlanta's offering.
The question is Atlanta willing to sign that contract?
That's the thing. And who was it that I was talking to? They were saying, fuck. It was I don't know. I was speaking to some. I was actually talking to Jerry Blevins, which, Shea Station.
Shout out to Jerry Blevins.
Jerry Blevins was like, there is no excuse.
And Jolly.
Why. There is no excuse why the Atlanta Braves cannot sign Freddie Freeman. You've saved money on Albies. You've saved money on Acuna. Like, a lot of money. Like, those contracts are like, why'd you guys sign that type thing?
Illegal contracts.
Illegal. You guys... There's no excuse why you guys cannot find the money to sign this guy, this cornerstone piece that your fans love, to keep him in your uniform for the rest of his life, so he only goes into the Hall of Fame, if he's a Hall of Fame player, because we don't know anymore. We just don't know who's the Hall of Famer. It's up to, if I like you, I like you, even though a lot of people like Freddie Freeman. So, but yeah, I mean, they should be able. But hey, if you want to let him go, come to the Bronx. With that,
I'm just saying. I mean, he didn't sign an extension, so that means that he wanted to test free agency,
and that's fine.
So if the Yankees like, hey man, you know what I mean, let's go to Dykeman real quick. Let's go check out Jersey real quick, see what's going on. But
yes,
the other guy, Rizzo. See, I wouldn't be mad the Yankees signing Rizzo. Is it the same age as Freddie Freeman, right? 32.
I believe.
I wouldn't be mad.
He's a little old. Let me see.
Another lefty, who played here. Obviously, made some noise in the first few games when he was, when he was traded. 5 year, 1 year. But I wouldn't be mad with Rizzo, man.
I don't know why it says estimated years for Olsen 1 year because he has 2 years left of control. Olsen has 2 years left of control.
He has 2 years?
Yeah, it would be 2022 and 2023. Then he'll be a free agent after that.
Okay.
But Rizzo is another guy, like you were saying.
And that's another thing. Freeman's healthy too, man. Look, 150 plus games. The last
he plays a lot, and he has some good play discipline too.
Yeah, 2020. We're not really going to count. I told Joey to get me the numbers for 2019 and 2021 because I don't really count 2020. It was a weird year. I did it because the arbitration caused the salary will change. Okay.
All right.
Okay, not a problem. Never question Joey stats, Joe.
I will. I think I think next year though, Rizzo is going to have a better year.
Yeah,
I think so, and I think if he's in, because he talked about all those foul ball homers, that he's like, I think I figured out how to keep them there. So that would be cool if we could be able to keep him. But I feel like there's like a priority list for the Yankees.
Yeah.
And number one on that priority list, if you could get a guy for first base, it would be Freddie Freeman for them. Mm-hmm. Number two, it would be...
You know why? Because that means that they could put just anybody at shortstop because they know they got a Gold Glover at first base. So
that's the thing.
Joey Stats said they're both 32, Rizzo and Freeman.
Are you okay with the Yankees saying, you know what? We're going to go after Freddie Freeman. Let's go ahead. We're okay with Alderson Simmons. I swear.
You keep mentioning that name that it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
The law of attraction, B. Whatever you put out, it's going to come back. So in this situation, they're like, you know what? Let's throw the bag at first base, trade Luke Voit, and put Peraza at short or sign Anderson Simmons, or the conversation that we were having, who would you prefer if you had to choose from the bottom of the barrel? Didi, re-sign Didi for a couple years, or Anderson Simmons, if it means that we get Freddie Freeman.
Listen.
Give me Rizzo and Correa.
I don't want nothing to do with it, bro. I don't want Alderson Simmons.
I don't want none of those guys.
If they sign him, bro, at the door when they ask for the players' IDs, the security's gonna be like,
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm the shortstop. Sure you are,
sure.
Bro.
Stand right here real quick. Oh, Freddie, thank you. Yes, Judge. Oh,
no way.
Bro.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, I got to be better than that.
Now,
I'll be upset about that.
Yeah, I'll be very upset. We can't have Anderson Simmons, man. That guy can't be the guy.
You can't hit, Chris. You just can't.
And for a team for a team who had issues hitting, you have the opportunity right now to put a team together that could complement Stanton, could complement Judge. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna have a bounce back year with DJ, Torres. Gary. You know what I mean? Gary. I mean, we've been saying this every year. Gary, what? I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about Gary anymore.
We're not gonna talk about Gary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Gary. But let's see what Joey Gallo could give us too, man. Let's see what's popping with that. He's gonna have a full year, and let's see what's happening. But I don't know, man. I just hope that coming out of this whole CBA bullshit, that the Yankees come out firing. If John Heyman already came out talking about, hey, the Yankees are interested in Freddie Freeman. I hope it's not a situation that Freeman is using the Yankees to up his contract or his money with the Braves.
I don't think I think that's maybe the Yankees are putting something out there that we're interested in them because why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
I think everybody in the industry kind of says this is Atlanta's players to lose, but yeah, I mean, would you guys? And I know that the whole Didi thing, and Didi put out a picture of him in Yankee uniforms. Oh, this is just a request from fans. Bullshit, bro. What would we have him here 2 years?
Didi?
you have a 2-year contract for Didi. Would you bring him back? Bring back Alderson Simmons? I think I'm gonna go with Didi, bro. Like, I'll go ahead and I'll go with Didi. If I have to choose between Didi and Alderson Simmons, give me Didi.
Give me Didi, because I know he played. Obviously, we know how he plays. He was having somewhat of a down year on his last season here. But maybe he'll be rejuvenated coming back to the Yankees, playing with his old friends. You know what I mean? You have Freeman at first, Gio at third, Didi shortstop, Torres at second.
And it'll give the kids like an opportunity where if like they do really well, like Peraza or Volpe do really well,
or Sweeney,
where one of those kids will be like, all right, you guys could take that position if you guys are doing really well, and Didi could be moved off to play like either utility role or play somewhere else, or I don't think those kids will be blocked, and I don't think that the Yankees want to block those kids either, but. We'll see.
Now, Joey Stats, so he said he got 1 year left on his current deal.
Who?
Didi. With Philly, right? He's with Philly right now.
Okay.
So that would be a trade situation, I guess. If
I thought he was a free agent.
I thought he was a free agent too. But if he does have 1 year left on his deal, then, if he doesn't want to be there, then, hey, come over.
Yeah.
And isn't it fucked up that we were like, it's sad. That is like, hey man, if we had to pick between Simmons or Didi,
bro, I don't want Simmons. I don't think people understand that. I don't want him on the team,
bro. I think that's that's horrible.
If he comes and he does well, whatever, bro. Like I'm still like. That's actually kind of like a bad scenario too. Really if he comes and he does well, then Kaz will be like, you see, I told you, man.
5 years extension.
I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it again.
I catch her. At center field. Because, Hicks. Oh, man.
Whatever. Feel free to leave us voicemails, talking about anything and whatever you want. 347-389-4898.
Talking about center field, real quick. Jason Dominguez, man, his rookie card went for $474,000.
It's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money, a lot of expectation. He's hitting the shit out of the ball.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Peraza and Davey, they were signing. They were doing some signing here in New York in the city.
Yes. I've seen that. I wish I would have went to that. I'm not like an autograph guy, but just to go meet them and say what up would have been cool. So
what would you expect from Davey, man?
I don't know what the Yankees are going to do with it. I feel like they made him it's like, oh, your slider's a plus pitch? Let's take that away. I want you to do curveball.
Curveball was his pitch.
No, he was doing slider.
No,
he was throwing.
Right, they got him away from the curveball.
They got him away from the slider.
From the slider, okay.
And they made him throw curveball. And then he got
rocked.
Destroyed. Whatever. I'm not sure what else we have to talk about out there, but I mean
there's really not much, man. It's just trying to, hopefully we could have actual real conversations about how the Yankees are going to construct a team, but baseball and the MLB PA got to get their shit together, man.
Yes. Next week is episode 200.
200.
The next episode is episode 200, so we should have Keith in-house for that. We'll do that, talking Nets. We should have Keith on there, WFAN.
So proud of Keith, man.
Yeah, and we should do that. We got a voicemail. Somebody sent a voicemail when we were on here. Let's see what they would say.
What you talking about?
What? Okay.
Hey guys, big fan of the podcast, and I wanted to ask about the Hall of Fame and what do you guys think? Because it feels like it's too much bias, in my opinion. They're just voting in guys that they like instead of guys that deserves to be in there. And since there's nothing going on in baseball, I just wanted to ask who would win in a best of 7 series, the 1986 Mets or the 98 Yankees. But thank you guys for accepting my call, and let's go Yankees.
I'll be as impartial as possible. The 98 Yankees are the best team I've ever seen in my life.
Ever. You hear me? Ever.
However, the 86 Mets are really good.
They are.
They're really good.
They were.
I mean, for you to come from, they read some stories where they were like
Strawberry. They had Keith. They had.
I mean, people were doing like drugs the night before games and shit, and winning.
Yo, New York in the '80s was wild. It's a wild place.
It was wilding out, bro. Like, real quick with the Hall of Fame, I don't know what they would do to fix that. I think they first of all they would need to want to fix it.
Right.
That needs to be the first thing. That's it. That's all I got to say on the Hall of Fame because it's annoying. It's annoying because if you're gonna have top players like that don't deserve to be up there, then I don't know
why baseball likes killing themselves.
Well, I think Maserati. Bill Mazeroski was basically got into the Hall of Fame because of that home run that he hit.
The shot heard around the world.
like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's crazy. Montrico, the voicemail is 347-389-4898. That's Peter, by the way.
Peter. Oh, man, what are you going to talk about? Nationals?
Yeah, so 347-389-4898 for you to leave us the voicemail there. The other thing is that, like I said, the 86 Mets, they took the Mets, the city by storm and all of that, and I get that. The Yankees at that time were not winning World Series either, so it is what it is. But
they had a winning record.
Bro, the 98 Yankees. If you look at their record, and they could have won more.
Yeah,
they didn't. They basically almost took September off. And
that was after like a bad start. Oh, they had a bad start.
Seriously, like if you look at let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find their record by. I mean, they had some nasty people in.
That bullpen was just nails. The lineup was just incredible. I mean, I was watching real quick. I was watching a clip with Jimmy and Jake talking to Jack Curry and how they were talking about Paul O'Neill. Always gives me goosebumps, man.
Oh, the Paul O'Neill.
Always gives me goosebumps. I mean, it gave me goosebumps when
I can't wait to read that book. I'm going to read that book for sure.
Gave me goosebumps when I was watching it live during the game, man. And obviously everything that happened after that, but Paul O'Neill, the Warrior.
Yes.
Hey, the Warrior. The Warrior.
Hey, the Warrior.
The Warriors.
All right, let me see.
Come out and play.
I'm trying to see here if this will give me the monthly splits. Look at this. This is the 98 Yankees. In April, they went 17-6.
Mm-hmm.
In May, they went 20-7. In June, they went 19-7. In July, they went 20-7. In August, the dog days, they went 22-10. In September, figure it out, whatever, 16-11.
The worst, and it still had a winning record for the month.
Yes.
Oh man, what a team!
So that's beat. Let's compare that. You know what? Let's real quick. Let's compare that to the 86 Mets. I'm not sure why you chose the 86 Mets, but let's see why you chose. Let's see. Now they were a great team too. So I don't want to discount that because they're Mets, but I'll put Meta. Jeez.
Meta world peace.
What? All right. Let's see here. Okay. Where are you? They went 13-3 in April, 18-9 in May, 19-9 in June, 16-11 in July, 21-11 in August, 16-11 in September. October they went 5-0. I mean, listen, the records are similar, but the 98 Yankees record is just better. I mean, that's why they have a better overall record, but it's just overall better.
Yeah. Overall. 98 wins.
98 wins.
12 years later.
They're 29-20 in. They were 27-9 in blowouts. Okay.
What were Jeter's numbers that year?
In 98?
Yeah.
I'm
interested to know what's.
Not sure. I'm not sure. The Yankees were 42-13 in blowouts. Every game was a fucking blowout. God damn,
bro. Bro, that's when I hear people like comparing the 98 Yankees to like other teams. It's like, oh man, this team is better than that, bro. You know what? You wasn't there, man.
You just got to compare them to the Murderers Row Yankees.
Yeah,
that's probably
the only team that you could compare.
You know,
the 98 Yankees to.
Right, what was that? 27 Murderers Row. I mean,
that lineup is fucking scary. That lineup, I don't know how motherfuckers got through that lineup, man.
Bro,
I mean, that nickname alone.
Yeah, Murderers Row.
That shit is fucking insane. They had 60 wins at the All-Star.
Bro, there's people on that 1927 team getting paid $5,000. Take that, CBA. $5,000.
Smoking a cigar.
Bro, these guys were plumbers and shit, bro, in the off season.
They had second jobs. That's crazy, man.
Bro, this is the craziest stat from this team. Yeah, 154 games. The craziest stat from this team is that Lou Gehrig had. Where is he at? He had he was batting behind Babe Ruth, and he had like 150 something RBIs.
Jeez.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. He had 173 RBIs batting behind Babe Ruth.
Oh my God.
Who had 165 RBI.
Oh my God.
How do you have 173 RBI when the guy in front of you had 165? They were bludgeoning teams.
Bludgeoning. So Derek Jeter in 98, he played 149 games.
We went down a crazy rabbit hole with this.
Yeah, we really did. Jeter had 203 hits, 25 doubles, 8 triples, 19 home runs, 84 RBIs, 57 walks, 119 Ks, 30 stolen bases, 324 batting average, 384 OBP, slugging 481, and OPS 865.
Bro, I'm looking at their records. Yeah. You remember we were doing those records by month thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 154 games, but, you know, they started off slow in April. They went 9-5. They only had a couple of.
Not bad.
In May, they went 19-9, then 21-6, 24-7, 16-10, 20-7 to end the season.
20-7. 20-7 is wild.
They were 43-8 in one-run game. No, in blowouts.
That's insane. You see, as dope as these numbers are, this is why we need the CBA to take care of this shit. But these numbers are fucking dope, man.
See, like other sports too, but I feel like baseball's numbers kind of like transcend. Like, you're like, okay, well, this guy was doing this, and you're looking at the numbers or whatever it is. I don't know what the pitching was like back then. I don't know if they're throwing, what they're throwing,
they're winding from the back like this.
How much was Lou Gehrig? Lou Gehrig was making $8,000.
It's a lot of money back then, B. 1927, 8,000. What's the inflation from like $8,000 in 1927?
I'm not that good at.
Maybe Joey stats.
Well, there's people getting paid more than him on the team. Whoa. Bro, Babe Ruth compared to everybody else. I mean, Babe Ruth is making $70,000.
That's freaking bread.
Compared to everybody else.
Was the mound lower or higher?
I believe that the mound was higher. I believe that because they did lower the mound.
Yeah, it did.
But I believe that the mound was higher back then. So, yeah.
That's insane, man.
But Yeah, I mean that's
The average income.
crazy. All right, let's see. We got somebody else here. Left another voicemail.
Hey, what's up? Josie McFly. This is Deanda. Aren't you glad that Derek Jeter's not on the MLB The Show cover?
That sounds like Peter.
'Cause I am.
Anyway, that sounds like Peter. Guys, by the way, the MLB The Show cover did come out. It is Shohei Ohtani, so that's good for him. And I love that, being an anime fan, I love that they did the whole manga cover and they did all of that stuff. I love that.
Love it.
Love it. Now, that being said, MLB The Show missed their chance. I mean, it's a 2022 edition of MLB The Show. There's so many twos in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have number 2 being the deluxe edition? What are you doing? I don't know.
Give it a Jeter.
Should have put a Jeter on there, Shohei Ohtani, but I guess I don't know. I don't know what they wanted to do. He better be in the game at least.
It's a 1927. 8K is $128,000 in today's money.
That's still
That's still low for Lou Gehrig.
It's Lou Gehrig.
Like,
He only had like 173 RBI. Hey, I think that they would win a lot in bonuses though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. It's whatever.
The Knicks and Lakers, real quick. You know, 'cause I think we're done with baseball, right?
Listen, I'm very interested to see how this whole DraftKings thing will work out in like the
baseball world,
like just betting on baseball in New York, right? Because I'm not doing it. You know, other people are probably used to it because it was legal in their state.
How much money you think Shohei Ohtani is going to make people?
Bro, I don't know. Yesterday I was watching the NBA. I was watching the Lakers against the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the game. LeBron was balling. I'm like, oh shit! It was like the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And he had like 22 points. And there was a line for over and under for his at 29.5. And I was like, I think LeBron could drop 30 tonight. What you mean? Bro, I was like, all right, you know what? I just threw, maybe like $80 on it. It's nothing like earth-shattering, it's not like my fucking rent. But I put it out there just to see what happens. Bro, LeBron James had 29 points. And there were 29 points. The problem is, listen. I wish I would have streamed it because there was a putback that LeBron had. So he got the ball, he put it back, and then that would have been 31. I would have been over. I let out a scream like so high, happy, blah, 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 because he dunked it. However, the refs like, woo, yo, hold on a second.
They waved it off.
They're like, whoa. That looks like basket interference. We're going to review it. I was like still happy. Bro, I come back. They're like, no basket. I was like, what? And then the time started running out. I'm like, whoa. I said, no.
What got you probably more tight is that they went to overtime. Oh, that wasn't overtime already.
That wasn't overtime when it happened. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, you probably got happy when RJ hit that three.
Yes.
It was like, yo.
I was happy anyway. It was like a win-win-win situation for me because I was like, okay, they tied the game, blah, blah, blah. I think it would take, because the sales team also was asking me like, oh, do you think that would you bet on baseball during the season and do like fun prop bets? And I'm like, yeah. And then I just immediately had like a bubble go in my head and like, I can't bet on the Yankee game. No way. I just can't. I probably can't bet on the Yankee game.
You probably go.
I'll go ape shit in another level, but go. Imagine me betting on like a Cubs and
Colorado.
Like Colorado game. It's like nobody else is watching it, and I'm standing up there. I just imagine myself with the hat and the papers in my hand and shit. Like, come on, man! It's like horse racing, right?
The raincoat with the hat.
Yeah, come on. And then it doesn't happen, and I throw the papers, mad papers all over the place, and I'm like angry and shit. But whatever. No Limit says I hate how much gambling is promoted now.
Squid Games.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it does there is like a different way of watching the game. Like games that you normally wouldn't be interested in is probably games that I would probably bet on, right?
Which is why I love fantasy.
Yeah. Because we play fantasy sports, and I feel like it gets me around the league a little bit more and knowing certain players around the league. So I mean, you don't have to do it or whatever it is, but it's just Joe's turn into Babe Ruth. I mean, into Pete Rose.
As Pete Rose.
Nah, it won't be like that, bro. I mean, I'll never. It will never be like some. I know how to listen. I know how to bet or how to win because some people don't know how to get out. Like, I don't care if I planned the whole evening around me being in the casino.
Right.
If I get in there in the first table, let's just say like roulette. I remember one time I bet like a certain amount, like what I considered like a big amount, and I won on roulette. I took my money and said, "Yo, cash me out, bro." Hey, yo, I'm out. I'm out, bro. Not now, but right now.
That's a drug.
And I went to go chill and watch TV. That's it. I won for the night. Why I need to win more?
That's a drug, man.
I'm good.
You plan your number. You set your number, and once you get that, you walk out, b.
Nah, I don't even plan the number. It's just I feel like I'm up for the night.
No, meaning if you say, listen, I just want to double my money. If you double your money. That's it. Walk out.
Yeah, if you know when to stop, when you know it's fun and stuff like that, where it's keeping it fun, and you're not like, oh my god, I got to do this. I got to pay the rent. If I don't, my cell phone's gonna get cut off if I don't do this.
My mortgage. No, but because I follow some IG pages and shit like that, and you see like the screenshots of people like betting $1 or $10 and winning like 30,000, 40,000, 100,000. Not like that for everybody, b. Like, don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Don't go too nuts, man. Yeah. We did like something similar with the Royal Rumble. Marvin McFly. We had like
that Royal Rumble got me so pissed off.
The Royal Rumble was the Royal Rumble itself was silly. It was so stupid. Because everybody had a different number, and then there's like
Fayal says, because I said, I know how to bet. It says, sure. Just delete the VOD from last Sunday.
From last Sunday.
Yeah, the football game was funny, bro. It got me so into the football game, though, that, like, on another level, like, people were like, who was it? Like, yo, who are you rooting for? I'm like, I kind of want both sides to do something right now.
Let's see. That was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game.
The playoffs so far with football has been crazy. Obviously, we got the Rams and the Bengals. Super Bowl Sunday next week.
Who they?
See what happens. Another next podcast, man. 200.
Yes, podcast 200 next week. Guys, make sure you guys check out some stuff. On the gaming side, a couple of games definitely came out. Pretty fun. We're playing some Dying Light. I don't get scared in that game. I'm like super like
very brave.
I'm like running and killing zombies all over the place in that game. Dying Light 2.
King shit, you know what I mean?
King shit. I'm not scared. Parkour. And then there's Sifu came out, which is a kung fu game. That game is dope. Looking forward to play that, and also recommend Pokemon. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yo Gotti dropped 2 and 1. You know what I mean? So Yo Gotti album is really, really, really good. Super dope what he's doing right now. And what else we got, man? Follow JM Gaming.
Yes, follow JM Gaming. Follow PinstripeStrong. Follow all that shit, baby. Let's go. YouTube. We gotta start doing. Hopefully, we get the CBA done, and then we start working on like the positions and what's the depth and stuff like that on the team, and then we'll break all that stuff down. We'll go from there.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yes, Chris and I and Noah. Thank you guys for joining. Like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on,
keep them strong,
and stay pinstripe strong.
Get your merch.
Noah says subscribe. Let's go Yankees!
Tell him, Noah.
All right, okay. Noah turned off his mic. I don't know what happened.
We out of here.
Fade to black, my G.
How long was that? An hour and 9. That's probably like 15 minutes. We had some issues. Less than an hour.